It's Sacral Chakra Monday. I am happy to see you. I'm Tara Priolo. I'm your resident white-facing biracial multi-passionate musician, and I talk about the ish that nobody wants to talk about and push you to do the same. As I said, it's Sacral Chakra Monday. This is a 7-day pillar challenge brought to us by @PWYC for Love and Action Network. Love and Action Network is a peer support organization where we encourage, equip, and empower you to put your love in action. I'm going to go ahead and share this out. If you are here with me on the YouTubies, feel free to share. I will be checking comments in a few minutes here. Our CEP of Love and Action Network is at Andre in the Flow, and you can find him at that handle on any platform, and including Blue Sky, where I'm posting right now. I'm posting right now. Here we go. Posting. Post. Okay, great. So you can follow him on any platform. He's hiring for a bunch of things. He's looking for people to do things with. And also, he is going to be doing a tour. So if you're interested in bringing Dr. Flo somewhere on the East Coast near you, please reach out to us at lovedandlovable.bio.link, lovedandlovable.bio.link, lovedandlovable.bio.link. Okie dokie, okie dokie. Our other practitioner is at PoppyWada33. You can find him on all platforms. And then you can also find me on all platforms at Tara Priolo Studio. All right, let's start per usual with a We the Urban. Stay the course. Something amazing is on its way to you. You owe it to yourself to see how great it can get. Beautiful things happen when you let go of the fear of being perceived as cringy. Your cringe is just your authenticity in its purest form. And the truth is, it's not the cringe you fear. It's the fear of being fully seen. But when you embrace it, you open the door to success and attract people who celebrate your truest expression. You're doing a great job, and I'm so proud to see how far you've come. I know the journey hasn't been the easiest, and you still have your days, but it's inspiring to witness your beautiful soul continue to bloom through life's challenges. You can't expect people to read your mind. It's on you to communicate your needs, your wants, your feelings, your intentions, what you can and cannot tolerate, and what makes you feel seen, safe, and supported. I switched those around. Feeling guilty is not a reason to not do what's best for you. Say it with me. Putting myself first doesn't mean me and only me. It means me too. If I don't make sure I'm good, how can I truly show up for anyone else? Priority list. Therapy, peace and progress, me, myself, and I, routine and stability, cultivating happiness, protecting my energy, being financially responsible, sitting in nature often, my dreams and ambitions, sleep and hydration, practicing self-compassion, honoring my creativity, challenging negative thoughts, daily spiritual work, and finding purpose in each day. Everything else is noise. That was a lot of things. The ones with the loudest judgments often carry the least understanding. Don't let the volume of their noise determine your worth. Don't let their fiction become your truth. Change is uncomfortable but necessary. And that's a repeating slide. Change is uncomfortable but necessary. Mood. Grateful it ended, at peace with my solitude, hopeful for what's next. Keep showing up as your authentic self at all costs. And the last slide is a repeating slide. It says over and over and over again. Keep healing, keep growing, keep loving, keep going. Keep healing, keep growing, keep loving, keep going. Keep healing, keep growing, keep loving, keep going. Yes, yes. All right, let's read the Melody Beatty, and then we'll do some questions, and then we will be out of here. This is day 2 of commitment, the week of commitment, week 47 of 52 weeks of conscious contact with Melody Beatty. I had such a hard time with commitment that I couldn't complete a task, a woman said. It all manifested in how I did the dishes. No matter how hard I tried, I always left 2 or 3 dirty dishes in the sink. Once I learned about this, my therapist called it completing the transaction. I was ready to move on to bigger and braver things, like getting married and having kids. Big commitments are important in life, but committing to smaller tasks is important too. Returning phone calls, getting tasks completed, Showing up when we pledge our presence are all important commitments. Making a commitment to our recovery group is important. When when we're able to follow through on our commitments, other people value our word and we have more esteem. The application: whenever possible, we need to do what we say we will. If we can't muster up to the big commitments, we can start small. And I really believe in this. Like, I don't love that people have to, not have to, work for free. However, I do think that there is something to, if you're going to schedule something, show up to it, right? No matter how big or how small or how many people are there, right? For instance, my masterclass last year, my masterclasses at the beginning of this year, actually, they weren't well attended, but I showed up every single time. I show up to my lessons, whether or not the student is going to show, right? I have my house ready 15 minutes before, da 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 da. And I think that that is really important to get in the habit of the small tasks, right? Like, I show up to my computer at 10:30 a.m. with the exception of Mondays, right? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Last things last. Sacral Chakra Monday. So the affirmation of the day is I feel. Let me know in the comments what you feel today. Reflecting on the sacral chakra, also known as Svadhisthana in Sanskrit, involves exploring various aspects of creativity, emotions, relationships, and sensuality. Here are some questions to help you delve deeper into these areas and gain insights. Let's do I'm going to do relationships and interpersonal connections. How do I nurture and maintain healthy relationships in my life? Are there any relationships that feel draining or toxic? Why do I hold on to them? Do I feel comfortable with intimacy and vulnerability in my relationships? How do I balance giving and receiving in my relationships? How do I nurture and maintain healthy relationships in my life? I show up for people. I'm very loyal. If you're, even if you're not loyal to me, sometimes I'm loyal to you. Are there any relationships that feel draining or toxic? Yeah, and I'm learning. I mentioned this in Deconstruction Junction, but one of my mentors asked me, "Are you willing to hold the pain of losing a few to help thousands?" Um, there are. I often feel like I'm stepping on eggshells around certain people, depending on the topic, and I no longer think that that serves me. And so, we're just going to move forward and see how it feels. Do I feel comfortable with intimacy and vulnerability in my relationships? Yes, for the most part. Vulnerability, absolutely. Allowing people in, intimacy, certainly with my husband and with those that are closest to me. How do I balance giving and receiving in my relationships? I would say that my scale is always heavier on me giving, um, except in an expressed few relationships. So I do need to work on balancing that aspect. All right, y'all, that's a great place to land. Let me check the YouTubies for comments. I don't see any. We're good to go. Okay, continue to be anti-racist, be safe, wear a mask, make good trouble, do good work. I love y'all hardcore. You are loved and lovable, and nobody can change that. Keep checking the LIA announcements hashtag over on Blue Sky, as well as our communication channels, which you can find at lovedandlovable.bio.link. Joy is our revolution. Step into it and belong to it. I will be back on Wednesday. Dr. Flo will be back tomorrow. Love y'all. Bye-bye.